All right, guys, I'll be recording this for those of us who are not in the class. All right, when you open your Excel, okay, let me just show you. For instance, you are starting up your Excel, you will see something like this. So you see this interface, just click on blank workbook. It will load up. Now you can see the blank workbook is opened. And in Excel, Excel is comprises of both rows and what and column. The alphabetical aspect of it is the rows, while the numeric aspect of it is the column. And in Excel, we have several worksheets. Now this is worksheet one. When you click on this sign, this plus button is going to take you to another worksheet. So you can see that it has adjusted this worksheet too. We can have at least 50 worksheets in a workbook. All the entire worksheet comprises a workbook. Okay, so and let's jump into the menu. We can see this is the item menu, where you or the title bar, where you see some of the features that you can use on Excel. We have the home. The home comprises of the clipboard, the font, the alignment, the numbers, the styles, the cells, and editing and add-ons. Okay, we have also insert. The insert comprises of the table, the pivot table that is used for analyzing data. We have the illustrations for pictures and images and shapes. We have the charts. We have the tool, we have the sparkline, we have the filter, we have the links, we have the text, we have the symbol. All right, in page layout, we have the theme, we have the setup, we have the scale to fit, we have the sheet options, we have the arrange. In formulas, we have the formulas library, we have define names, we have formula auditing, we have calculations as well. Okay, so in data, we have get and transform data, we have query and collections, we have sort and filter, we have data tools, and we have forecast, we have outlines. And in review, we have the proving, we have the accessibility, we have the insight, we have the language, we have the comments, we have protect to protect your worksheet. All right, so we have the review as well, where we have the workbook review, the show, the zoom, the windows, and the macros. Okay, and we have the help. In some other Excel sheet, you could have developer stuff on it as well. Those ones, there are other functioning things that are under it as well. But in my, it's not showing there because mine is a cracked stuff. So you can, if you have your Office 365, a licensed one, your Microsoft Excel, a licensed one, yeah, some of it comes with the developer too as well. Okay, without wasting much of the time, because it's going to be a snappy record or a quick record. All right, so we have the functional tab. This bar is for functions, the function bar, and we have the formula bar. The formula bar is whatsoever you type in a cell. All of these space you are seeing are cells. So in case I type 46, or 56 rather, it appears in the formula bar. The formula bar, this is called formula bar or equation bar or calculation bar, anyone you want to call it. So it appears there. So let's make a snappy report on sales, because this is what we did in the class today. Let me just title this sales report, and then I will give it a serial number. Okay, the serial number, and I will give it, let me give it this, let me see, sales ID. Then let me say this as sales items. This is just an example. We can see that our sales items enter into another cell. So we see how we can correct that and format our cells properly. All right, so let's put this let's say let's put in, for instance, let's say sales unit, and then let's say sales price. The next row, let's say sales price. Then let's say this should be customer, and then let's say this should be sales rep. Let's say this should be total sales. All right, okay, total sales. Okay, so now you can see all of our texts are not format. They are just like that. And when you print, or maybe your boss said, okay, print an hard copy of the document you entered, and when you print something like this is how it's going to look like. And some of the files will be hiding under one after the other. So firstly, what we should do is that we should make sure we format the cells and wrap the text. So we highlight it and then click on wrap text. And when we click on wrap text in our menu bar, automatically it wraps the text. So you can choose to adjust it to suit your view. Okay. Now let's make our serial number. So for instance, in Excel is so intelligent. If you type 1 and then type 2 on the type 1 and then type 2 on the next cell, now you can just highlight it downward and then put your cursor here. Then when it shows a plus sign, then drag it to, let's drag it to number 7. It's going to name it simple for you. You can see 1 to 5. He has named it. In case you want to make it this way, probably you want it to add two figures to each other. Let me say I put 2 here, then I put 4 here. Automatically, by just highlighting it and then dragging it, it's going to put it for me. That means it understands that what I'm looking for, what I want to do is that I want to add each figure by 2. So automatically it adds up to me 6, 8, 10. All right, so let's go back to that by pressing Ctrl plus Z. Ctrl plus Z, Ctrl Z. Okay, so now let's give our sales an ID. Now let us first format this cell, because if we press 0023 and we don't format our cell, the 0 is going to disappear automatically. So we have to format our text. Now let's format our cell rather. Okay, so what I will do is that I will just click here and come to text and come to I can choose to use this place. Come to general and click on text. Automatically it will format to text. Or I can do it this way, then click on right click, and then these optional buttons will come up, and then click on format cells, and then click on text, and then click on OK. So automatically the text has been formatted. When I type 0022 there, it will stay. Can you see? What will I do next is just to drag it to fit in what I want. All right. It's not, just use the second number by pressing 0024. Then it's going to give you, oh, sorry, I have to highlight this as well. Okay, so let me just drag it to this place. Then it has been highlighted like that. Hope you get what I just did now. What I did is that I format the cell to text, and then I drag it so that every other cell could be formatted to text. Initially, you can just highlight everything and then format everything to text. It depends on how you want to do it. Okay, so 0022, then 0024. Then what I will do is that I will just highlight it and then drag it down. It's going to give me the serial number I'm looking for. Okay, now let's go to sales item. Let's say BMW, Honda, Toyota, okay, let's see another vehicle, Kiwi, Kia. Okay, now let's say the price, the sales unit is, okay, let's leave the sales unit. Let's create the customer's name first. Let's say the customer is Lefi Ahmed. Then Nano, Lovett. Okay, so the sales rep is John. The sales rep is Anne. The sales rep is Confidence. The sales rep is Simon. Okay, now let's look how many units of BMW was sold. Now let's just say, okay, the price for BMW is 2,000,000. That means that's 2 million. Now I want to turn this to a currency. There are several ways you can do that by right clicking, go to format cell, then click on currency, then click on the currency you want to format it to by clicking on this symbol. Okay, this drop down button, it shows different currencies you can see. Okay, so I'll be using different currencies. So I'll be using dollars, and then it's okay, and that will happen. But I won't be doing it this way. I want to do it in another way. So you can just come to this your menu bar, your taskbar, then click on this button, and automatically it shows the dollar sign. Then what will I do next? I want to give all of the products same value. Okay, I will just drag it down. You can see that. Then let's say, okay, the sales unit is 9 for BM. The sales unit is 7 for Honda. The sales unit is for Toyota. The sales unit is 10. The sales unit is 6, and the sales unit is 8. Now, okay. So now we'll be doing a simple mathematics, which is part of the assignment I gave to you. Okay, the simple mathematics, the simple calculation is that there are several ways to this calculation, but we're doing the simple one. All right, what we do is that we say, okay, we want to calculate the total figure of the sales. Okay, so what we do is that I will just enter the equal sign on my sales, on my total sales. Then I just enter the equal sign. The equal sign on your keyboard is on your keyboard. You can look for it. Then enter the equal sign, and then click on the row where my sales is, the unit of my sales is. My sales unit is on D, the row or the column D. You can see the column D. That is where my sales unit is, and it's under this, under 3. Okay, so let me click on it and just say click on D. Now automatically it should be showing here You can see D3. Now, and then I will just hit on my keyboard Shift plus the X, your times key, your multiplication key. Then hit on it. It should pop up a multiplication sign. Okay, then I will click on the sales price, and you can see, and I will hit on the enter button. I will hit on the enter button, and it should give me the figure I'm expecting. I think my system is slow, is hanging, I don't know. Okay, so now when I drag it, what I did is that I drag it, you can see the value comes out. Now we want to get other values for this one. Instead of repeating the same formula, just drag it down, and then all of the things will appear there. All of the answers, the data you need will appear there, and then you've gotten your sales report, your total sales report for all the units of the vehicles that were sold. Okay, I think this is where we'll stop for now, because this is what we did in the class, and we will move forward tomorrow. All right, thank you. Bye for now.